We did a hearing, I don't even, it could have even been last year, I don't remember, but we talked about the issues on the credentialing process for vendors and some of the confusion that had happened around the country with unauthorized vendors being in different places and that kind of a thing. So I've been working on legislation that I introduced that would create a uniform framework for enabling the presence of medical vendors. It's not necessarily a new issue, but as you examine ways to reduce the administrative burdens and improve efficiencies in your VMAX, have you considered creating a standard framework for vendor access? Has that been talked about?
We have been working following those initial meetings to come up with a process that allows us to have full eyes on what is coming into our institution, where it's coming from, and where it's going. Yes, Congresswoman.
Okay. Are you looking at solutions from the private sector organizations to help streamline that process?
I was not part of the group. I can't confirm that, but I would suspect we have been looking at the private sector. We've been doing that with increasing frequency now.
And then I would ask you this, I know you're not directly on it, but are there any things that you have heard that have come out of any of those meetings where Congress can be a partner in accomplishing that goal?
I have not heard of any specific asks for Congress, but we certainly keep that in mind.
Okay. And could you at least check on it and get back to us?
I will.
Okay. I appreciate that. And then I have a final question on the independent assessment that was released a few weeks ago concluded that VHA and the Office of Information Technology, which I've asked about many times, are not effectively collaborating, which has hindered VA's ability to ensure IT investments align with its healthcare objectives. So who within the VHA is responsible for coordinating and establishing those objectives between those two offices?
So right now we have a new head of OINT, Ms. Laverne Council. I think I can honestly say we have a new sheriff in town who has...
On IT?
On IT.
Okay.
Who has begun to take an interest in issues such as collaboration and understanding how the different parts of the organization can work together. I suspect at this point in time that the lead for those communications would probably be Dr. Shulkin, but I suspect it will also move down as the more specific needs are identified. But there's been a change in attitude.
And you welcome that change?
Pardon?
And you welcome that change?
I do welcome that change.
And I think there has to be real change, and that there has to be a structural change to be able to enhance those interagency cooperations because of the fact the GAO report has talked about this as being a serious issue before. I've asked many, many times on this committee prior to this new IT person specifically about IT, because so much money has gone into it that's been tax money. There has not been a whole lot of accountability and transparency, and there hasn't been a whole lot of interagency cooperation at all. So I would hope, if you could take that message back, I know you're not specifically directed to it, but I would hope that we'd see improvement in those two. And again, so that the end goal is to helping the veteran get the health care they were promised. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.